Hello world and welcome back to my channel Honza's Collection. And in today's video I would like to show you Revali, which is a PVC painted statue which is 11 inches long, and it is from the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The statue has been made by First4Figures. Let's start with the first and most obvious thing, and that is this piece right here, because as you can see the box art has been damaged, but it hasn't been damaged by me. It already was like that in the store where I was thinking about buying it, and when the owner of the store gave me some discount just because it has been damaged, I thought that, yeah, I was thinking about it anyway, and for the better price, you know, who would say no? So that's why I have decided to add this to my collection, and that's one of the reasons. And the second reason is that I wanted to complete the trio which I have at the moment. And I also need to say that I'm not a Zelda fan, to be honest with you, which might sound a bit strange because I already have 3 statues. But I would love to be a Zelda fan. I really would, because I'm reading all these reviews where this Breath of the Wild game received 10 out of 10 around the whole planet, basically, and all other Zelda video games has been well received as well. And I don't want to ignore this, but it's just like not all of us can play everything we would like to play because of a lack of time, and also because of the simple fact that even though that I have Nintendo Switch, I'm not really playing on this that much, and definitely not as much as I would like. First, because of the lack of time, and second, because there are no trophies or achievements on Nintendo Switch. And honestly, I am the kind of player who likes to collect trophies. So whenever I have some time to play something, I'm usually starting my PlayStation 4 just to be able to go through the story, collect some new trophies and see the progress. It really helps me to be motivated and to finish the games. And when I don't have these achievements in Nintendo Switch games, it really puts me back. It might sound strange, I'm aware of that, and I'm sure that some of you are like thinking about how crazy I am, but maybe some others have the same feeling about this. So that's one of the things which I thought that I should mention. And regarding Breath of the Wild, I have plenty of Zelda games at home in my collection, but I haven't really played them yet. And the one of them which I have played a lot is the remake of Game Boy Advance Zelda game, which has been remastered and remade for Nintendo Switch. It's the 2D platform game, and I think I got pretty far in this, and I really enjoyed this game. And then I played Breath of the Wild, but I still think that I'm somewhere at the beginning, because I haven't seen Revali yet, for example. So I don't know who this character is. I tried to search on the internet a little bit more about this character, but if I wouldn't be put in the situation with the discount and all that, I'm not sure if I would be the one who would buy this statue. That's for sure. And but on the other hand, I think I can appreciate a good figure or good statue. So I thought, yeah, let's do this review anyway. because there are still more things which can be discussed here. And regarding Breath of the Wild, as I mentioned, like I got to the phase where I was in the, like, somewhere in the frozen environment, and I was way too cold, and I couldn't really move forward because I needed warmer clothes. And then I was also experimenting with different kind of food, and I realized that you can cook something, and if you will cook one meal, it can boost up your stamina or health. If you will cook something which is a little bit spicy, then it might warm you up enough so that you can go to the frozen land and be there a little bit longer. And I think it's a great design. Like, I have never seen something like this in any other video game, so I think it's worth mentioning. And I don't even think that it's a spoiler. I would say that it's one of the things which should be mentioned to you if you are in the same situation and you are still thinking, should I play this game or not? So I have already seen some of the ideas that the video game designers have put into this video game. But as I said, like I think I'm still at the beginning somewhere. I haven't seen a lot from the story yet, so all I've heard and read about Revali is that basically he is some sort of villain, which I wouldn't thought at all. Like at first view, I thought that he's like something like Pidgeotto in Pokemon series, that Link will be simply flying on Revali from one location to another, and it will be like that, which is not true. And so he is the villain, he's the aggressor, and he is somebody who is arrogant because of his own insecurities, somebody who has been raised in Rito village. And then later in the game, he is meeting Link, and then they have some fight together, and he is realizing that he could have behaved better, something like that. I think that's what I've read, and I don't know if these things are true or not, so you can let me know down in the comments below. But please be aware of spoilers. I don't want to see any spoilers from the game down below. So that's all I can say for the beginning, but I'm sure you definitely want to see a little bit more from Revali, so let's take a closer look. But before I will show you Revali, I need to show you this part, because as you can see at the back we have some diorama backdrop which you can use if you want to for your display. And I'm not sure how much you can see from it because of the lightning and everything, but it's quite decent. It matches with the game, and like if I would be the one who is creating dioramas for my displays, I would definitely use it because it's although it's still only a card drop material, I think it could look nice in my display, but unfortunately I don't have a place for it yet, so it will stay in the box as it is. But I thought that I should mention it as well. And then we also have this little piece, some prospect, and here you can see how it looks with the diorama. And you have here a little bit more about the Rito champion Revali, and here you can also get some bonus, because if you would like to buy some other statue from First4Figures.com, you can definitely do that with some discount, which I think is nice. And the rest of the prospect is Also, what else you can buy? So we have here Zelda, we have Link, and we have Majora's Mask. I don't have the mask yet, and I don't think I ever will, because I never played the game, and I don't have any relationship with it. And also, as a statue, I don't think it looks as good that I would need something like this at home. Maybe if I would spend like 50 hours in the game, I would have a different opinion, but I didn't, so I don't think I need this. So that's regarding the prospect, and yeah, the back part is more or less the same. So let's take a look at Revali. All right, and here we have Revali himself, and as you can see, it's a plastic or PVC statue, so there is nothing you can move. It's one piece and one piece only, glued together. And there's also one thing which I should mention, and I haven't mentioned it at the beginning. This is a standard edition. It's not a deluxe, because you have usually two versions in this series, and that means that if you will pay for deluxe, which is a little bit more pricier, in Czech crowns it's something around 500 Czech crowns. So if you will pay a little bit more, then the stand can light up, so you can see the blue light from here, and that's pretty much it. And I don't think I need this. That's why I have only deluxe version of Zelda, where I thought that it will be interesting, but in the end I pressed it maybe twice in the past 2 years, so I think you are fine with the standard edition, and you are not losing much. It also depends like on your collection, and if you are willing to put some batteries in it, or you can put the USB cable there as well, because it does have this system as well, which is great. But yeah, it's not as crucial, and the statues are still like pretty cheap, so I would focus somewhere else. Anyway, regarding this statue, I think that it's a nice piece. Like in this category or this price range, I think that for what you are paying, which is not much, you are getting enough. And like for example, the paint job is on point. I wouldn't have any like missed opportunities, or like any, there are no mistakes basically. The only one that I have found is this green piece right here, where I can see that the green color is going a little bit more into the brown area than it should, but it's maybe like 1 millimeter. So is it really a mistake? It depends. Like, I can be tolerant. And I think that the rest of the statue, at least on this piece, looks still great, and as great as it can potentially look, because obviously, like, it is based on the video game, which has some sort of comic style graphic design, which means that everything is pretty simple, so that the hardware of Nintendo Switch can can live up with, and that it will play the game as smoothly as it can. So there are not a lot of details on the characters. So yeah, you have, for example, some scarf here, and you have the bow and the arrows and all that. But like for example, on the belly, not much details on the skirt. It's still pretty plain and simple, so there is not much that I could appreciate, but on the other hand, it's still better than, for example, Biomutant right here, or the guy from Battlefield. They are, I would say, much worse. But if we are still talking about plastic statues, then this is, on the other hand, something which has been crafted like in an outstanding way. So this is the quality which I would like to see on more statues. But as this character is as comic book almost stylized as it is, then I can't really complain, because they tried to make it accurate as possible, and they did. So that's the main thing, and I can only appreciate, for example, this part right here. I think that they have done a decent job with the paint application. They have chosen the right colors, so it's really great to see that they put some effort into this, even though that it's still one of the cheapest statues that I have in my collection. So I think that this says enough about Revali, so we should do one more thing. Yeah, I think that this video wouldn't be complete if we wouldn't put all the characters together. And as you can see, we have Link here, the main character from the Zelda series. And I don't know if it's the same all around the world, but at least here in Czech Republic, I still can hear a lot of people who are saying that this is Zelda. This is not a Zelda. Zelda is a princess, this is Link, and Zelda is this lady, right? So be aware of that, and even though that you don't have to be a fan, it's still a series of video games which is with us for more than 30 years, so I think that people should know this by now. And you know, as you can see, we have very similar design with all three statues here, so they look great together. I think that on display they will be amazing as they are right now. And you can also see that Zelda is deluxe edition, so you can see that the base is slightly higher than the rest of the pieces, and you can put batteries in here or USB cable in here and light it up. I'm not going to do that because like the light is not really bright, and it is only here and here at the book, like in the center of it. So I don't think that it's even worth mentioning. So as I said, you will be more than fine with the standard editions as well. So yeah, that's how great they look together, and I think that from this you can see that if you are a Zelda fan, there is not a better value that you can get for the price you are paying if you want some statues, because first of all, there are not a lot of statues or even action figures from the Zelda video game series. That's the first thing. You don't have a lot of options, and you have this option, and I think that this option is enough. I think it will please most of the Zelda fans. So I wouldn't really thought about it. Like if you have played more than myself and you finish at least one Zelda game and you liked it, then you don't have to think about anything. You will just buy it and be happy with it because it's just great. And if you are a Zelda almost virgin as me, then it's just something to think about, because I'm really not sure, like, if I will finish the game first or if I will sell these statues first, because I will need more place for something new. So we'll see about that, but that's all to this video. I hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and click on the like button. Let me know which Zelda video game is your favorite, which one I should play, which is the best for the newcomers like me. And yeah, we'll see each other in the next video.